Trying to think. Good afternoon, good evening. Uh, all right. Hello, everybody out there. Welcome to the Evolve Perspective. I'm Woody D coming into you from Canudo Studios here in Bakersfield, California. Today, we're going to be talking about a movie called Solo, a Star Wars story. Now, something for you to know right off the jump. This is an origin piece. So, if you don't know anything about Han Solo, it's a good way to kind of jump into the Star Wars world. If you do know a lot about Han Solo, well then great. This is a little enhancement to a character that you already love. So I have to tell you right up front, there were about 10 things as a huge Star Wars fan that I was looking for out of this movie. 10 things that I had to see. And that number may be off a little bit, but there were a lot of things that I wanted to see out of this movie, and it did about 90% of them, or 9 out of the 10. All the things that I wanted this movie to do for me as a huge Star Wars and Han Solo fan, it did for me. There was only one thing that it didn't do, and we can talk about that on another day. So, with that being said, if this is going to be the first Star Wars movie you ever watch, it's a good one to start on. I mean, it's an origin story, so it takes place kind of midway through the saga. So, you know, you're kind of getting in the mid-ground, how the saga began, so to speak. Also, if you are a huge Star Wars fan, chances are you've seen it by now, but then it'll touch those things and it'll enhance the story. So, speaking of enhancing the story, with the prequels, one of the things that I wanted to get out of those when I was watching those was I wanted it to take a story that I loved and cherished, and I wanted to make it to expand the world and enhance a story that I already knew. And I'm telling you, if you like Rogue One, you're going to like Han Solo, because it kind of does the same thing that Rogue One did, is it enhanced a story that you already knew and loved. It just added that little extra piece that maybe you didn't know about, and it takes this world that you love and blows it up. So what I'm trying to say is, when I watched Rogue One, and then I went back and I watched Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, it was an entire new viewing experience for me. And what I mean by that is I watched Rogue One and then jumped right into Episode 4, and it was like watching a brand new movie again, because I saw the minutes leading up to that. Now, so what I did with Solo is I watched Solo, and then I wanted to see that Lando and Han relationship when they get back together, they reunite years later, and I watched Empire again. And I'm telling you, it did exactly what Rogue One did. It enhanced that story for me. So